recognize my voice. Even though I deny it, he caught me. So I have to admit it is.
Yeah.
Today is October 27, Tuesday. There's our second day week work, and we were so sorry, and we pray for our brothers and sisters that's hit by the typhoon Kinta in Albay City, because what we saw in the news is really heartbreaking. All the house has been blown away, and we are here experiencing scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. So you can see the dark clouds forming again up ahead, although it was starting a very nice day, but now it's covered with the dark gloomy clouds. So here I'm just gonna close the Little England to keep it neat and tidy, so there's no more. So today they are not working here because you know that apprentice is having a tournament game on some video games. They gotta have video games. It's not a work. But at least I know. So old Lito is continuing the scrubbing of the green fungus there, or green moss that's growing on there, so he can render it. And then when it's sunny, like I said, when all this rendering will be dried up, he will be waterproofing this one. And the same thing with the curb that we made. And inside here on our toilet project, I have Willie clearing out there for the last bit that's left because I want it cleared properly. And then Jirel here is continuing to dig 2 meter down. It's almost there. And Janelle will soon be filing here on the toilet. On the actual toilet area, and then this is the septic tank. So Jirel will be the one piling on the septic tank. So they're just mixing their muck here. It's better because it's nearer to them, and also the rain, because of the mango tree, the rain don't just pour here directly straight in. So it's only like drizzle, so they still can file it here without much running from the water above. You know, no disturbance so much from the raindrops because we're a bit covered. So later this will be cleared out, and then Daloy is continuing. I assign him to put the gravel on the inside the curb, so that's why he's trying to get those gravel that we bought last Sunday towards where to fill up the sides of this curb for gravel, so the grass won't grow back. So I had Daloy continuing to put the gravel and sack of cement as bedding here to prevent all the weeds from growing back, and hopefully that the gravel will indeed stop the weed, but it will make it cleaner than just the bare soil, because as you can see, the bare soil here, there's already growth of little plants that's showing up on the side. So hopefully that the bags of cement will prevent that or hinder. Even though they grow, you can still see them quickly and pull it out before they start being lush. Although I see some growing on the actual gravel themselves because got a bit of mix of sand, but when the rain keep on washing the sand, hopefully that will prevent the weeds from growing back. So here we are. We'll try this method first, if not of cemento thing. So they started filing the blocks around it as the bottom part, well, the pipe's gonna be, because the toilet will be on the top, then it goes down here where the septic tank's gonna be, and then it will be passing through that middle, and then we'll put the blocks on the middle, so it's like an elongated CR, like a rectangle. So this area can be their shower area if they don't want to be showering there, displayed for all to see over there. So Willie here is almost done clearing out the orchid garden, and then he'll just trim up the ficus, and then he'll go to the next garden, which is all the trees there on the next side, and then on the back of the guest house, then before he goes back to the BPP. So it's rainy season, favorite of the orchids, because I just hang them on the tree so they can breathe. Most of them are alive now. Because I'm still on the repotting stage of my other ornamental plants. I just schedule everything I do, because 1 hour of gardening is not enough. I wish I had more, but I gotta have other things to do. Now I'm gonna get down so I could sort out the metal trussing of this storeroom to be delivered. So I gotta go to the bank, and I'm also sorting some of my rental properties, renewal of lease. So it's quite busy. So I'll just sort out the this trusses first, so it will be here, and whatever they need there for finishing that toilet. I think I have to look at the PVC doors as well in Savers. So I'll just get my bag and get done quickly. So I'm here now in the city. I've just done my banking, get some takeout for my daughter. Anyway, it's just him. I'll just cook for Old B, and I'm on my way now to buy the materials for the trusses of my storeroom, because tomorrow the welding man and his apprentice will be back there, continuing to install the finishing of the gate. They're gonna paint it, and all the railings of Old B, the 3 panel there, the 3 wide panels, and the gate for the small entrance of the staff for their toilet and whatever things that they can have there. That is priced at 40,000, including labors, materials, and installation. So Old B Pinette fair price. So that's the next one that they're gonna do after they do the trusses on my storeroom. But today they're not there because, you know, the apprentice said that he's gonna do some computer games. Imagine, this is like the same story as Junelle, that if they got their computer games, of course their leisure comes first, and it's become so funny that at least you tell us beforehand before we can schedule out work ahead, and you're there prioritizing your computer games. But he told me yesterday, Mom, I can't be here tomorrow, there is ML. OMG. And say, okay, fine. So right now, I'm just gonna ask how much the pots in that shop, so I could have an idea of the price. Anyway, it won't be long. I'll just park here on this Alicia. So I'm here now, back to my place. So what I have seen is Junelle has finished doing the level of which the toilet's gonna be. So there will be a one step up, and now he's mixing the muck for the septic tank piling, which is Jarell is waiting for the muck down there, while Junelle will be the one mixing. I want to share with you because I was out, went to the bank and do some business buying the materials. I had a very funny experience because later I'll be uploading a garden center that I visited on the way back here. That garden center is called the Simply Plant Trading that is located in Kabangkalan Road, crossing of Banilad Road. So it's something that garden center, you cannot miss the location of that one. And while I was filming around with all the plants that I like to see, of course, and also I just continue on, and the owner was there telling me that, "Are you blogging?" asking me, and said, "Yes, your voice sounds familiar." And so I told her my voice is very familiar because it's just a common voice. And she said, "No, it's something that I know of." And so he called up his son and said, "You are Village People Philippines," because they are fans of me. They've been watching my videos. In fact, I think they bought something from my videos one of the videos that I featured, like the multi-cabs. They have been enjoying that, and in fact, they bought something out of it. So he even called up and gave me the cell phone, and this is you. So I have to admit it's me. So I was busted by my fans today. And then, Lord Graystroke, that I like those inverted umbrella, and she wants to give me some of the inverted umbrella that he grown up there. I said, "No, that's not my channel's policy of accepting gifts. I cannot accept it." So that was really funny experience for me today, that someone, my fan, recognized my voice. Even though I deny it, he caught me. So I have to admit it is. So Junelle was asked by Old Lito to do the header, and he needs to watch and learn. So this is what Junelle was saying yesterday, that your skill will be tested when it comes to the header, because it's really hard. It has to dry up before you can do anything. You can't not just continue on smoothing it out because you need to build up. So Junelle now is the one finishing the header on this one, although he's quite good on the sides, but the header, which is the hardest part on rendering, Junelle has to finish this one, so Old Lito can watch and learn. So I'm gonna inspect what Daloy has been doing, if it's right, although I did instruct him well, but I hope he understood it. And I think he does. So it's making it cleaner here. Hahapit na dong. So it's just on the last bit here. Nga anak dong. Oh, sakto na. Anak. Sakto na. Bantay! Nagamay na likuwang nung. Kana mga halublak, magamit mo na nila dito. Hindi pakuha ta na ni kuan. So they'll have to use this hollow block before it gets broken by children jumping in and out of it. Go. Yep. Somebody told him off to stop smoking. So these are my spare tiles. I hide here behind the jackfruit tree. Some of these are from the guest house that I use of, the bar, anything that I use around the house, and some of my house project are here, like the yellow ones are, this is from the house project. Even the 60 by 60 pile over there, some of them are from the house project. Then I could use that in the toilet there, so make it more cleaner. So even though different color on the walls, but one wall got different colors, so it will just blend out. Anything got similar hue, so it will make it cleaner. Then just leave it with cement and all that. So this can be used as well. So Willie is now here on my second garden that needs tidying up. Of course, I could see it. You can see it here. This is where, like where I store all my scaffold, excess tiles. But it's all behind the tall trees, so it's not an eyesore. But when I have my other half of the 6,000 square meter across, when it's all flattened out, I'll have a dedicated area just to store all my building materials, exist and all that. I might put like I could lock it in, because if you just leave it like that, it will get lost. So Willie is now here. It will just take him half a day, and then he can go on the back of the guest house. So this is now the second garden of mine that can be sorted. And when I transfer all my building materials off there, then this can be landscape. But you know, some of the trees are significant to me because my old dogs, you know, the 15-year-old, the one that's passed on, I planted them here. So the plants here have memories of them. Like when I bury them, they got a plant on the top of them. So I know who's buried here and all that. And all these big trees as well. So they are not disturbed. They're still here with me. Pamutli na, oy.